What's up, guys? It's LAJ from Legendary Sports and the Daily Grind. I just wanted to chime in real quick on the Dodgers' current success. In all fairness, they're moving forward. And in all honesty, their success is being met without Kershaw, without Hill, Taylor, and Turner, who were last year's pretty much MVPs of the team. And Turner, who legitimately could have been the NL MVP. And ultimately, they both ended up being the NLCS MVP, co-MVPs. But we're seeing them struggle this year as far as the whole situation going on with the lineup. The other person that's really struggling and being affected by the lineup situation, the scattering of position, is Cody Bellinger, the reigning rookie of the year. He's really struggling, where it's very abysmal and kind of worrisome for right now he's hitting 191, which is 25 for the last 131 at bats, with a 692 OPS since April 20th. And that's just 118 since May 9th. Being 3 for 41 in the Dodgers' last 12 games is really bad. And I think 2 of those 3 hits were home runs. It's cool, but a 118 is not really helping out the team. And given that he strikes out a lot, it's kind of worrisome. They might need to either bench him, send him down, or there has to be some sort of meeting with him to where they have to get his mindset back into 2017. If he continues this way, we might be looking at a setback for Cody Bellinger. The sophomore slump apparently is hitting him, and who knows how much longer it's going to affect him. My real problem with this Dodgers lineup, with the whole losing, and there's no way where they could get a rhythm going. They're moving Chris Taylor around up and down. They're moving him from first, third, sixth, seventh, and they're just all over the lineup. In reality, if we look at just the last couple of just lineups that were set up by the Dodgers, I don't know if it's Dave Roberts or the front office that actually does these, but May 27th versus San Diego, you had Chris Taylor hitting first, Kike Hernandez in there, Turner, and Grandal. See, Taylor, Hernandez, and Turner were ideal for that 1, 2, 3, but that's when it gets shaky when you put in Grandal, who's also struggling and having problems at the plate. He might be good defensively, but he's struggling. He dropped 100 points in a couple of weeks with the Dodgers. But at fourth, I believe Kemp would be the best candidate to be there to back up Turner and to be the cleanup man, because we know Taylor could get on, Turner could get on, and Grandal is not the man that could clean that up. Bellinger was moved to fifth, which is not his best position. Actually, I'm sorry. Bellinger was moved to sixth, which is actually his best position. Logan Forsythe, he's actually had a couple of good games, and Yasiel Puig, who's in eighth. And this was on May 27th. We follow it up to the next day. We have Jock Peterson leading off, Max Muncy, Turner, Grandal, Bellinger, Taylor, Utley, and Puig. So the lineup completely changed the following day, just one day to the next. You go from Taylor leading off to Taylor being sixth. You go from Muncy leading off a couple days before to being second. Turner stayed the same. No Matt Kemp. Puig is fine in the eighth spot. Then we go the next day also with the Phillies. Max Muncy is leading off. Turner gets moved up to the second. Bellinger's third. Matt Kemp is cleanup. Chris Taylor is now fifth. Puig is sixth. Forsythe is seventh, and Austin Barnes is eighth. Again, the shakeup. Now we go to today's lineup. You have Jock Peterson, Max Muncy, Yasmani Grandal, Matt Kemp, Cody Bellinger, Chris Taylor, Valera, the new guy that called up for third base, and Logan Forsythe. Stripling is doing a phenomenal job at pitching. He's had a tremendous, I think the last 3 games he's been outstanding. But with a lineup like this that doesn't have any structure or any ability to get a rhythm going, it's really going to affect his mentality. Not having run support, it's gonna be problematic. Now, the reason I say this lineup shakeup is just disgusting and I really do not approve of it, it's not because I'm just saying as a fan I don't like this. I'm saying this in reality because the career stats that these guys put up in a certain position while batting is completely different in the way that they're being set up. And I'll give you an example of how I would structure this. Chris Taylor, for me, would be the leadoff no matter what. In 507 plate appearances, he's batting 276, 832 OPS, 20 home runs, 56 RBIs, 44 walks. I mean, he has 113 strikeouts, but his ability to get on base is there for him as leadoff. Yasiel Puig, since 2013, he's been tremendous. 774 plate appearance, batting second. He's hit 309 with a 907 OPS, 29 home runs, 84 runs batted in, 66 walks, and 152 strikeouts. I mean, this guy is at his best batting second. Then you go into Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp had his MVP caliber year in 2011, batting third and cleanup. Batting third, he was in 2039 batting plate appearances. He hit 294, 841 OPS, 86 home runs, 325 RBIs, 135 walks, and 455 strikeouts. Yes, that's a huge number for strikeouts, but he gets on base and he gets the job done. He has a power. Then you move into Justin Turner to clean that up because we know he's able to get on base. He might be struggling now, but once he gets going, he gets going. Ideally, we're used to seeing Justin Turner bat third, but in 193 plate appearances, batting fourth, he's hit 300 with an 834 OPS, 4 home runs, 25 runs batted in, 17 walks, and 24 strikeouts. So he doesn't strike out that much. And given what is in front of him, and then what I'll tell you what's behind him, gives him the ideal position to be the leadoff. It's either you strike him out, pop him up, get him out, or you're going to have trouble with him at the plate. Kike Hernandez, being fifth, in a small sample size, 74 plate appearances, he's batting 300 with a 952 OPS, 3 home runs, 11 runs batted in, 13 walks, and 15 strikeouts. So he doesn't strike out that much, but he gets on base. He definitely gets on base, and he has the power to actually hit that home run. We've seen him do it this year. We saw that 3 home run game versus the Cubs last year that pretty much clinched the Dodgers to the World Series. So batting him fifth is ideally a good situation. Now we go into where it's shaky, but it could possibly work. Cody Bellinger is struggling. Yes, we see that. But batting third, he's one thing. Batting sixth is another. And batting sixth in a small sample size, because we got to understand he's a sophomore. And he didn't play the full year last year. And look at what he did. Batting sixth, though, when they were trying to figure out where to put him, in 46 plate appearances, he batted 316 with a 1,277 OPS. 6 home runs, 7 runs batted in, and 8 walks with 10 strikeouts. So in a small sample size, he did a lot of damage. And currently this year, that's including this year's stats. So he's still putting in work in the 6 hole. But it's just a matter of putting someone in front of him to give him better pitches and someone behind him to give him the confidence. And behind him, batting 7th, I would definitely go with Austin Barnes. Batting 7th in another small sample, 86 plate appearances, he's batting 303 with a 935 OPS, 1 home run, 12 runs batted in, 17 walks, and 9 strikeouts. So he definitely does not strike out a lot, and he definitely gets on base a lot. He also has the power to get that long ball. So ideally, this is my 1 through 7. As far as who do you bat 8th? You could either go Forsythe, you could go Muncy, or Jock. At this point, I'm more than willing to use Jock over Chase Utley, because Chase Utley is just his best years are behind him. 2015, 2016, they were cool. 2017 kind of struggled. 2018, he's definitely struggling. He's not really helping out the squad. But ideally, this is how I would structure the team where it would work to utmost success. I'm LA J with Legendary Sports. Make sure you're listening to the show later on today. During the week, I'll post up some more videos. I'll interact with you guys more, and in the future, I'll have a Q&A with you guys. We can talk Dodgers, Lakers, LA sports, any sports. Looking forward to talking to you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit me up whenever you guys have any questions. You guys have a great one, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of minutes.